Hey, welcome back. It's another Age of Empires 4 replay. This time, it's not a hybrid water map. We are on Lipany. I'm playing as the Abbasid versus my opponent, Nanshinner, who's playing as the French. Now, usually I've played English on Lipany, but after some of the buffs to Abbasid, I want to try them out a bit more on these styles of maps. And I get pretty lucky with the matchup. I'm happy to be playing against the French. And I do see something that I really enjoy, that really makes me happy. Look at this. My gold and stone are right next to each other. If I can prioritize defending this area, I'll be able to safely mine from both of these using one mining camp. And that'll secure my second expansion, or really my first expansion, my second town center. So I'm going to be playing a pretty standard Abbasid build here. Recently, I have been experimenting with a different Abbasid build. I've enjoyed getting the culture wing as the first option, although I'm not sure if that's such a good move. But quickly getting preservation of knowledge and then trying to get to the castle age as fast as my opponent while also getting some blacksmith upgrades. So that way in the castle age, we can hit them hard with strong upgraded units. And we can always expand in the castle age. There's no need to rush immediately to fresh foodstuffs. But for this matchup, I decide I've got my spearmen. They'll be able to defend against the Royal Knights. And we've got such a safe stone mining spot right here. It just screams to me, go economic wing, go for an early expansion, and then try to win from there. So hold off the French aggression and see if we can make it to the second expansion and eventually the castle age. So let's slow things down. I actually had several villagers prioritize this barracks because I wanted to get spearmen out as quickly as I can. And I'm going to be using my scouts. I need to get the scout moving. I'm going to be using my scouts to look for when that first Royal Knight's going to come out. And I'm going to look at the path it's taking. So I'm noticing the first Royal Knight, and it's cutting across the map. It looks like he wants to go after my gold. After I see this, I'm going to have my scout kind of follow him for a second. And look, I reposition my spearmen over here. I'm getting the upgrade to hardened. And I want to defend this spot as best I can. I decide to put 2 of my villagers on stone, just to kind of get what I can out of this stone patch while it's still safe. And here comes the first knight, charges right into this villager. Fortunately, he kind of swaps aggro and goes for this other villager, and so I don't even lose one. And now my spearman is here, ready to defend. I should position this other one over there as well. And my scout is still catching an occasional glimpse of knights coming through. Sending more villagers to mine stone. I'm happy to keep these villagers mining gold while I can, but honestly, I could swap them over. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything with this 140, 150 gold that I've mined at this point. If I were to get something, probably wheelbarrow. Second building I'm going to make is horsemen because I need to anticipate that my opponent is going to mix in some archers. I'm going to scout a little bit, but I already spotted one right there. And yeah, my horseman confirms my scout confirms the archery range. So I'm seeing the gold here, and I believe I use my scout to harass his villagers. Anything to keep him from sending units to the front lines. If I can just distract him a little bit. Because over here, he's going to be charging. There's one villager down. And with these archers in the back, I can't do much. My spearmen have to retreat. So what's going well for me? Well, I'm still getting stone. I didn't actually need the gold. And my opponent, after killing this villager and getting my villagers off of gold, seemed to back off for some reason. I have this wood that I need to make my second town center. My scout is harassing his villagers. In fact, I think we're going to get a villager kill here. So he got one from a knight charging down my villagers, and I'm going to get one from my scout. Okay, now I've got 2 horsemen. Let's see if I can't engage a little bit here. The moment the knights come by, I'll back off the horseman. It's okay if he takes a few bow shots. And I'm pretty sure that these 5 villagers have enough to get me to 300. It gets me to 300 stone. That's what I need to make my second town center. So now I'm just going to abandon this area. I should really pull these horsemen back. Oh, get out of there, man. Run. Oh, I hope the archers don't take him out. Yeah, I lose him. If he wants to burn this mining camp down, so be it. I'm going to keep forces here to guard my wood camp, but really I need to defend this expansion. Looks like he's finally starting to deal with my scout. I think my scout's going to get a second kill. Hilarious, he uses the villager to take out my sheep. Fair, but I think I've got the advantage here. The scout's got 2 villager kills to his name. Gonna continue production of units. I'm mostly going horsemen because I'm really worried about the archer ball. If it gets big enough, it can take down almost anything. And you'll notice I'm expanding this in this direction. And I'm sending forces out to try and clear whatever might be back here. I can even see the scout here. I'm expanding that direction because that's where I've seen him rallying his troops. I lose a villager right there, building that outpost. And now I'm engaging. I'm going to try and kill some of his archers. My forces are kind of split. I don't want my horsemen engaging with the knights, and I don't want my spearmen engaging on the archers. So I'm just going to condense into a ball, see if we can't take out something here. Yeah, I'm splitting my horsemen to attack the different archers. That's pretty good. I like seeing them split like this. If they each have a target to take out, that's not bad. I am losing my spearmen, but if I can take down the archer numbers, that's the important part. Because these knights can be scared away with just maybe one spearman. So I've lost maybe 2, 3 villagers. I've caused him to lose a few. Because I sent actually those 2 spearmen that were clearing out this area. I sent them out to harass this gold. This gold's been a great spot to harass. So we're pretty even on villager losses, I would say. But I'm feeling like I got away with something. I got away with this second town center. If I can put down some more something that gets me more food and some military structures, I can start to overwhelm my opponent's forces. You can see I'm losing, but I did get a knight there. That's the important part. Did get a knight. And it's nice having these outposts around. This one near the berries didn't end up being useful, but it's important to put them down anyway. You never know when knights are going to come by, and it could be at any point in the game. So here come the additional military structures. I'm getting down an archery range, getting down another stable, because I feel like I've been able to control his royal knight numbers, but his archers are really building up here. And I also spot this battering ram. Another great reason to have these outposts, the vision. You get that extra vision range and you can see when battering rams are heading your way. Once I notice the ram, I just abandon this area. I say to myself, fine, if he wants to make his angle of approach here, so be it. He can take out everything here if he wants. I'll defend the House of Wisdom, but if he wants to take out this outpost and the mining camp, go for it. So I'm just going to send my villagers to the other side over here. It feels like an easy solution, but it's less protected over here. I mean, I don't have an outpost. And these villagers walking all the way across my base, that's some downtime. That's time that they could have been mining. Using some horsemen to try and cut off his reinforcements, I do get an archer out of it. Now I'm just going to send him out to harass and scout. Whenever I find myself with a few horsemen, I send them out to harass. I've seen some spearmen mixed into his forces, and it looks like he's committing with his ram, although his forces are not backing up. And so I send in a bunch of spearmen to burn down the battering ram. We get it down to almost no health. And I don't know why he's engaging here. We could probably take him here. I probably should have pushed forward. I had enough spearmen. And now they're just going to get picked. Oh, okay, no, we're engaging again. The horseman and the camel archer are really strong here. While this is going on, I'm harassing him at his gold. And I'm harassing him at his hunting camp over here. It looks like there was one villager here and another villager right there. That's great. Oh, damn, almost got him. Also trading with archers, that always feels good. I'm worried my opponent might be making more rams or repairing that injured ram that he had. And I'm also not happy with my economy balance. I've got way too much gold. I need to get more food. I'm going to at least spend my gold. I'm probably going to go for horticulture, something which will get me the extra food that I so desperately need. I back off these horsemen because I know that my opponent's likely going to deny what I was doing over here. Oh, damn. Looks like he sent spearmen to take care of those. And that's a fresh battering ram right there. I think that's the second one. He's sending in the 27 hit point ram. That's not going to do much. And like I said, there's just not really anything here. I've managed to relocate all of my my forces over here, or all of my economy. And I kind of go forward with my troops this way because I saw he had maybe a scout and some spearmen over here. I'm not sure if this was the right move, but I more just said to myself, I really don't think this is a frightening force here. If he wants to push in, then he's just going to get right here and he's going to start taking a lot of archer fire. Oh, we're so close on that battering ram. Oh. Damn, almost. Now, the camel archer is doing great here. These royal knights are doing reduced damage. They're coming forward. My town center's finally gained some shots in, and I'm fine with this because I'm going up to the third age. Can bring my army back this way because I'm happy with what I was able to do. I kind of pushed his units that were over here out. And I'm looking to keep growing my economy. Nice. Got a lot of villagers working on those farms. A bunch of others are going for the berries. I would like to get some more vision. Yeah, I'm going to use these forces to kind of explore and see what's out on the map, but I'd really like to get maybe 1 or 2 scouts produced from these stables. Would also like to see a lumber camp relocated a little closer to the timber line. Once I get up to the castle age, I would like to start making lots of knights. They're just such a strong unit. I don't have too much on gold. I do have a bit of an excess of food and wood. So at the very least, once we make it to this new age, I definitely want to prioritize getting that preservation of knowledge upgrade. Not sure. Okay, good. Looks like I got it pretty quickly right after the age up. And I'm seeing, this is when I notice these horsemen and I pull them away, but I take note of where his forces were rallying, and I realize that they were heading this way. And then I get that notification that I'm being attacked over here, so I pull my villagers back and I say, okay, abandon the berries, instead rotate over here. Whenever I see him setting up to attack an area, I'm going to back my villagers off. In fact, I should really take these villagers and just put them back on the gold over here. Seen some knights, gotta get these villagers out of there. If I lose a few, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I need to get my forces over here. You can see it's mostly spearmen, archers, a battering ram, but on the other end, I mean, I'm harassing his villagers. I'm more than happy to send these small forces to harass. And he still has not reached the castle age. I assume he's committing to this. Bad engagement there. Looks like I lost a lot of horsemen to spearmen. And now he's using the ram to attack my town center. I'm not going to panic. This is okay. We can always repair it. And we've got a big stream of forces, including castle age units, lancers. These lancers are going to do so well against his units. I mean, he's got his spearmen attacking this mining camp. They really should be attacking the lancer. Now, the lancer does not do great against spearmen. You can see he's dying rather quickly. But if I can keep a mix of archers and camel archers here, they'll do well against them. And the archers aren't going to do a thing against this lancer. Just look at the arrows hitting him. There's just no damage going through. It's because of that 4 ranged armor. I've got a far villager repairing the town center. You can see his health climbing up. We'll use the rest of our kind of cheap military units to burn down the battering ram. Camel archers trying to fend off this archer ball. Really need more horsemen. Pulling some villagers from my wood line to burn down the ram and then go right back to work. Meanwhile, I'm trying to see what damage I can do over here. Oh wow, he's throwing fire onto that archer. That is a great bug. That was the greatest visual bug I've seen in a while. So I'm throwing a lot of my resources into just whatever units I can make. My gold was essentially stopped because rather than sending my villagers who were on gold to this other gold, I just kind of had them run to the timberline or take shelter in either this town center or the outpost. Now I've got them back on gold, but I had such a big, I had such a huge stockpile of food and wood, and so I'm just going to pour it into horsemen, into camel archers. Yeah, you can see my archery range is pretty full on production. I should really get these stables and these barracks producing. And finally, after fending off that attack, I can get to work on some of the castle age advantages that I have, like this mosque. I can finally get out an imam, and I'll take this nearby sacred site. I'm trying to spread out where my villagers are working. I just have so many. We've got a pretty decent farming operation going now. Would really like to see me get the agriculture upgrade, but that's a pretty heavy gold cost, and I'd rather be spending that gold on maybe man-at-arms, siege weapons, or knights. I'm using my forces to clear out all these resources. So I see there's lots of resources here in this upper corner. So I'm going to send them to kind of sweep around and see if they can find any villagers. Same with these. I'm just sort of sweeping the map, looking at these resource clusters. Because if my opponent is completely isolated and just condensed to this part of the map, then I know he's likely running out of resources. The gold's probably running out. The wood's likely running out, the stone, and unless he's made a full farm transition, his food is running out as well. So yeah, I'm going to target any place where he's a little extended. So I'll try to take on this hunting camp. Now I'm really pumping out units. I can get camel riders, getting more spearmen, hoping to get some more Castle Age units in there, but really it's just a huge surplus of food and wood. Also got these blacksmiths down. Probably once I notice, yep, there come the upgrades, and they're so cheap thanks to the preservation of knowledge. Happy to engage his troops. If I have even one Castle Age unit mixed in there, we're going to do a lot of damage. And my opponent surrenders. I think he was nowhere near Castle Age, and my expansion just really paid off. I was able to defend against his early harassment and closed out the game with just overwhelming macro and economic advantages. Hope to catch you for the next game, and we'll see you next time.